Let me take you through a slow start to van life here in Malaysia on our 95th day of travelling around the world. After a quick breakfast, we start with dishes. We don't do the dishes after every meal to conserve water, and sometimes to be really cheats, we just boil the water in a pot rather than using our electric water heater. Dishes were done, and I realised during the process that one of our extra filters had slipped down behind the drawers, so this is Daryl and me trying to get it out. Unfortunately, our arms are too short, so we had to take the drawers off, and this is one of the advantages of building your own van. You know how to do all these things. Restacked with the mat there to make sure things don't slip, and it was time to empty the rubbish. I'm not going to show you all the details, but we did find a bin to drop it into. We left our spot and went to Kota Bahru and decided that it was this museum that we were going to visit today. In our time in Malaysia so far, we've learnt a lot about the history, but this museum was a war museum and focused specifically on the Japanese invasion in World War II. Daryl and I enjoyed the museum. It was quite small and it had a very few artifacts and monuments, but there was some good information to read. And outside there was an assortment of military equipment from different time periods, not just World War II. So there was a helicopter and some vehicles, as well as the Skyhawk, which Daryl recognised immediately for what it was, me not so much. They had these cool sculptures of different figures, and it was a bit chaotic outside, I'm not going to lie. The museum itself only cost 4 ringgit each to get into, and we were there for about 45 minutes, so it was worth it just to pop into town. That was what we did in Kota Bahru, and as Daryl's pointing out, always in the same clothes. Back in its Swivel, we were heading west. There were police stops all along this route, and it's probably because we're very close to the Thai border. We did make it a wee way in until we realised it was absolutely time to make sure we could see, so Daryl stopped for diesel and gave our very grimy windscreen a well-deserved clean. Malaysia always takes our breath away, and things like this rocky outcrop that we drove past, but also the signs of wild elephants, kept us on our toes. We pulled into this artificially made lake, this man-made lake. Daryl took a quick look around the spot, and not long after this, a local guy called P.E. and his 2 Italian house guests came to introduce themselves. We talked composting toilets and hung out with them for the evening.